They want to keep their shit natural. They don't want, they already seen what Monsanto did up here in North America. They don't want the same shit to happen to their crops down there in South America. And they don't want to have to keep paying Monsanto every time a harvest. They got to go back to Monsanto to get seed again. The same. It's against the law to keep your seeds from, Hey,
and just add to that, if that ain't enough, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans fail to realize these seeds is spliced with roach genes and all other kind of madness, man.
They taking animal gene and splicing them into vegetables.
But the white man not the devil.
Fruits. That's I mean, for what?
For what?
You wanna know why? Because they gotta tweak and manipulate things because mass production, the demand for this product here in America. Like for all the beef they produce in McDonald's, all the meat they get ate through McDonald's, they gonna have to come up with something to supplement for real meat. They gonna have to have something to supplement because they gonna have enough real meat. They already said that you get all the cattle of the earth and bring it over here and try to supply the McDonald's with beef. That ain't enough. So what the hell is we eating up in McDonald's?
Right. But they've been cloning the meat for years, man. That shit ain't nothing new, man.
Right. That's why, because the way America, the lifestyle of America is living big, man. Mass production. You know, so yeah, you're gonna have to find ways to preserve things because you putting it out at such a large quantity and a large rate that it's coming out in. You got to be able to keep it on supply. That means you got to preserve it. You got to keep this stuff preserved.
Half of that stuff end up in the dumpster. They come, you know.
See what I'm saying?
The McDonald's and these fast food chains. Half of that food end up in the garbage. That's where it belongs, but
yeah.
They throw it away. Any restaurant. If you ever worked at fast food or a restaurant, at the end of when they close, they throw all the food away.
But you got people starving to death.
And they make it illegal for the homeless people to come get dig in the trashes for the food.
Yep.
It's laws against that.
hey, brother, I want to get a scripture, man.
Yeah, bro, you can. Hey,
just to edify
okay,
for what that clown was talking about earlier, man. America not gonna be destroyed because it's innocent people here. First of all, what's that in Job, man? Bring that out first. Come on, brother. Get your sword. Get you a break, brother.
And before you go into that, bro, I want to make one. You know, hey, that's the spirit. We had, you know, you can't force the spirit. When I say that, the spirit is gonna go where it listed. We had scriptures we was holding. And we didn't thoroughly do the spirit. The spirit gonna go where it wanna go. You know, certain things will get fully, broken down, but that's the spirit. Just to put that out there, you gotta go with the spirit, man. You can't force, like the brother Amashah Bala said, you can't force the spirit. And a lot of times, brothers get caught up in trying to force the spirit. I got this. I gotta bring this out this way. Just go with the spirit, man. Go ahead.
Right, yeah, and brothers got on me for that when we was first coming out. I used to want to, go through a lesson, but sometimes that ain't what the spirit wants. You got to flow with the spirit. So this man been sitting out here patient, like you supposed to, man, quiet and listening to the word. So I want to edify him to show that America gonna be destroyed and everybody in America who not right. And the only people who can get right is the 1/3 that belong to this nation. That's it. If you of the 2/3 of the nation of Israel or any of these other nations and you caught here in America at that time, you can kiss your ass goodbye. But I just want to get that Job, brother. Right
Job 4:7 it says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent.
Right, because our God, Yahweh, in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, he's a just God. He's not going to punish or put to death an innocent person. One more time, Mike.
Job 4 and 7, it says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent.
Whoever perish being innocent. The scripture tell you, all have sinned and fallen short of the grace of the Most High, man. They got some more in there?
Or where will the righteous cut off?
Or where will the righteous be cut off? The Most High not going to cut off the righteous, but, you know, answer me this, who are the righteous? And like the brother said earlier, we don't know, but we striving for righteousness.
Right.
You know?
We got an idea.
Yeah.
You know, we got an idea of, this real quick, this brothers that's following the scriptures, rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of their ability, them are going to be the righteous, but we don't know who's going to be delivered.
If I can say this real quick, brother, one of the righteous acts is coming out on the highways and byways and pushing his word, not sitting up in the church house. So like the brother said, we don't know who is the righteous, but it's damn sure not a cat in a suit with some gators sitting in a pulpit.
Feeding off the congregation.
Right.
Not feeding the congregation.
Right, feeding off.
Feeding off for the congregation.
Hey, can I say one more thing, brother? And you know, because before you get to the process of teaching, you gotta be humble, man. That's the whole thing. Humbling yourself to as a kid, as a newborn baby. A kid is humble, man. You know, and willing to learn and listen. So you gotta humble yourself, man, and that's what they not willing to do. 2/3 of our people is not willing to even humble themselves to come to the knowledge of these scriptures.
That's right. So that's the first fact that I want to establish. Nobody's innocent. Or as like the scripture say, where would the righteous ever cut off? Was not Enoch translated? Enoch was on point, to the point the Most High caught him up. He didn't even taste the death. Hey, neither did Elijah. So the Most High don't cut off the righteous. Look at that Revelation 18 from the top.
Revelations 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
That's right.
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Babylon the Great is America, man. Babylon the Great that's fallen is talking about the destruction of America. That great angel, the Lord, is going to come down and say, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, is fallen. Go ahead, it's going to prove to you that that's talking about America.
Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage for every unclean and hateful bird.
Because America is going to be a desert wasteland when the Most High gets through with it. Go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So it said that all nations of the world have drunk of the wrath of her fornication. Now the brother went into that earlier. The wrath of her fornication or her doctrines and philosophies. The ideologies of this place, the water, brother. Homosexuality.
Right.
You know, the way that America does business, it's all about the bottom line. You know, human life don't matter. The laws of the Most High don't matter. We're gonna work you on the Sabbath.
Right.
We're gonna work you on the Passover. We're gonna work you all day long if you put in a 15-hour shift.
Right.
And not pay you.
And don't complain about it.
And a man needs more than the Sabbath day off, because you need a day of preparation for the Sabbath. Because on the Sabbath, you're not supposed to do nothing. So you need a day off before that to wash your clothes, get your food cooked. So when the Sabbath comes, you can rest. You know?
A year off after you get married.
All that. But these are the wrath of her philosophy that the whole world have drunken of, what the brother went into earlier. Democracy, Catholicism.
Can I make
all less doctrines of Satan. What's that, brother?
Now I just wanted to say that, and then when they bring it, they don't ask you, do you want it? They make you take it. The wrath of her fornication, they come in with their military and say, we changing up the government structure. We ain't giving you a choice. Because the government structure y'all running is not America the way we see it. So we gonna force them out, and then once they leave out of that country, it ain't nothing but hell and chaos in that country.
We're gonna get there tonight.
Go ahead, bro.
I add something to that. And the way they do it is another deceitful way. If they not just gonna come force it upon you, they plant one of their operatives in to create a civil war, and then they come in with democracy as a way. Okay, we're going to this dictatorship or this communist state that you in.
Hey, if I can say this real quick, that go back to the Deuteronomy just got off of, saying that the enemy is gonna be shown to be liars, because they tell you all this shit is good for you. The democracy, the religion, the way of life, the different philosophies. They tell you it's good for you.
Gone.
And Jake right on to it, bro. They right on to it, man.
Because the simple believe it every word. You know? Now the brother brought up a good point. Their military tactics is also part of that wrath of the wine of her fornication. Now, I'm going to ask, you know, y'all out there, I'm going to ask you, what other country or nation, what other nation have all nations of the world tried to follow? Nobody tried to follow the Arabs. Nobody tried to follow the Africans. No, there's no other nation that's trying to be like any other nation or country but America. All nations are following behind America.
Hey, they get their McDonald's over there in their countries, and then they get their superstars over here. The key way they start implementing the American way, so to speak, which, you know, come in the form of democracy, religion, you know, is they start with the you know, like McDonald's. They bring the LeBron James, and then people start lusting over the American way, man.
Pop culture.
All that garbage. Go ahead. That's
Exactly.
it.
Hey, 'cause I remember, suck, brother, when they first went into Iraq, fucking with Saddam Hussein. Man, they totally destroyed them lands over there, man. But before they started building the single house, man, they had a goddamn McDonald's built up over there, man. You know what I'm saying? They started building, you know, they started
Americanizing it.
bullshit instantly, man. Instantly, man.
And that's the witchcraft. So in short, that's how America's witchcraft have gone all throughout the globe. That's why they fighting so hard to bring democracy to the Middle East and Iran and all throughout the Middle East. They want to set up their witchcraft. This place was based on witchcraft.
Right.
The television, the music,
Right.
these fast food places
Right,
that they mentioned, you know.
Right.
Medicine.
They all deal with that when they be messing with your subconscious.
Psychological.
Yeah, psychological warfare, for the lack of a better term. You know, they use colors and sounds
Right.
to get you to come
Right.
in and you know, buy. All these stores. You know, that's a part of the wrath. But like the brother mentioned a good point about the military, because the military go all throughout the world where they want to set up at America. They'll have a coup.
Right.
And overthrow the existing government by the people of that government.
Right.
They'll get a patsy to basically get a following together. And then the USA supply them with weapons and teach them what they need to know, different tactics and combat skills to go in and assassinate the leader. Then they set up a puppet government.
Right.
They do this through the CIA. And then what do that leader do? He implements America's philosophy.
Right.
So this is just one of the ways, you know, how you know this scripture is talking about America. Read it again, brother.
Well, all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Whether it be, you know, willingly or they force it upon you. All nations have drunk of that cup.
Right. All.
And then the scripture tell you in another part of the scripture that they are mad. Now they done drunk of that cup and the nations are mad.